Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. My name is Kay and here on my channel I share everything nails with you. In today's video we will be doing a basic gel pedicure. On my last video I got a comment from a subscriber asking me to do a dedicated pedicure video, so here it is. Here I'm going in with my fine carbide bit to take up her existing design. And I want to say I'm using it between 20 to 22 RPMs. And I'm being very light-handed, guys. I'm not touching her natural nails at all. She does have a rubber base underneath, so I'm using that as my guide. She has been out for 5 weeks. I did her nails here on YouTube Live on June 21st. So, yeah, roughly 5 weeks. She came in yesterday. So, yeah, I will be using my implements to push her cuticle back, cut her nails before going in and let her soak. Now, I like to do a dry manicure before going in to let them soak. I find that doing this, I have a better chance of taking up all the built up skin that's on her nail plate, and I'm able to see what areas need more work than others. Now, her toenails are really thick, so I try not to nip her cuticles while they are dry. I use my carbide bit or my sanding band to reduce her length. So here I'm going in with my medium diamond bit to sanding bit to exfoliate and push her cuticles back. And you can see she doesn't have too much built up, but she has enough to where I could see it. So I'm just going ahead and I'm working my way from sidewall to sidewall with making sure I'm gently pushing her cuticles back. Also for her thumb or big toes, I'm sorry guys, for her big toe, they grow so fast, and she is a sneaker lover. She loves wearing her shoes, so you can see that she has a corn on her pinky toe, and I want to say there's a small one in between her big toe and that one next to it. So yes, so I try to reduce them every time she comes in. Before I put her foot in the water, I will be exfoliating that corn using my 240 sanding band, and I'm using it in a reverse motion. I am working on her left foot, so when I'm working on the left foot, I like to go in a reverse direction to work on this foot, and once I get to the right foot, I'll switch the e-file over back to forward. So yes, so here I am just reducing the length as much as I can without hitting that skin underneath. It can be really uncomfortable. So yeah, here I'm going in with my fine cuticle bit to fine cone cuticle bit to exfoliate her sidewalls, and I'm doing that ever so gently. I'm making sure I'm not piercing in the sidewall. I'm just exfoliating that built up dead skin that's there, and then I'm going in both forward and reverse motion again for this one. And I will be going in with my round head cuticle bit just to exfoliate and soften that cuticle that I pushed back from, exfoliating and stuff like that. So yeah, and then I will be going in with my cuticle softener before going in to soak. I'll let you guys watch this portion and I'll be right back. So after putting our cuticle softener on, I realized that I did not exfoliate that corn yet. So I'm going in with my 240 grit sanding band to exfoliate, and I'm using it in a reverse motion. And then I will be letting her soak while I'm doing her right feet. And then we'll start the process all over again. The buildup is just from her wearing shoes, closed shoes, and just built up skin really. It can be painful, but I've told her before, like, get those silicone patches to soften that corn, and it will help with the built up every time she comes in for pedicures. So yeah. So after soaking her, I did apply a little bit more cuticle softener to her toes to keep them nice and wet while I'm doing the bottom of her feet. I am using my 240 grit sandpaper on my sanding in my on my disc. So yeah, I love these discs, guys. Ever since I discovered them and I got worked my way around using them, I won't ever go back to a handheld pumice. No, I won't ever go back to a handheld one because this is just such a charm. Like, it works like magic. Once you get the hang of it, you will be good. I am using it. I start off using it between 20 to 25 RPMs, and then I gradually work my way up. So at this point, it is at 30 RPM, and I'm making sure I'm going in light tapping circular motion. I'm going with the pattern of her feet, and I'm rubbing my hand over the bottom of her feet to make sure I'm going in the right areas that needs to be sand. I don't want to over sand her feet, because if you over sand her feet, her callus will come back harder and thicker than they were before. She has really nice feet, so not much work to be done there. She's been coming to me for a while now, so I know what areas of her feet needs to be focused on. So yeah, when using the sanding disc, just focus on the areas that you know your client needs the work on, and use your hand to help guide you throughout the process. Here I'm just using my cuticle pusher just to make sure there's no dead skin infected in her sidewall. Her cuticle is nice and clear, and then I'll go under the nail to take up any dead skin from under the nail. Guys, I don't know where I put all my cuticle pickers. I think I probably throw them away because they were rusted or something and I forgot to replenish them. So I do need to pick up some pedicure pickers just to help me go around the sidewall of the nail to take up any dead skin. Thank God this client didn't really need one, so I just go ahead and use it what I had. You could see that I use my sanding disc to take up that corn that's between her big toe and the one next to it. And it's so tiny, but I notice it every time. I try to exfoliate it though after soaking her feet, just because that side of that area of her toes is a little bit more sensitive. So yeah. Here I am just going in with my nipper just to make sure all the dead skin is up and I don't have anything in my way once I'm ready to polish her toes. Here I'm going in with my sugar scrub, and I like to use an oil-based sugar scrub so I could exfoliate and moisturize all at the same time. Guys, I love doing pedicures. Growing up in Jamaica, seeing my mom do pedicures on diabetic patient feet. She did mostly medical pedicures back home in Jamaica, so this is where I got it from, guys. She does not do any pedicures. Well, she doesn't do nails anymore, but she does still do hair and so on. So that's where I got it from. I got it from my mama. So yeah, when I did stop doing pedicure for a while, I missed it so much, and my clients made sure to check in each time, like, when are you going to start doing pedicures again? So yeah, when I'm using my sugar scrub, I'm basically just exfoliating, going in between her toes, rubbing the side of her feet, the sole of her feet, the back of her heel, and that's where just basically always pick up on your feet when walking. It is summertime, so you know the summer months are a little bit harder on our feet. So yeah, I do try to encourage my clients to exfoliate in between services. So at the end of the week, put a exfoliating gloves on, put some scrub or just some soap, exfoliate around the nail on the bottom of your feet just to take up that extra soap scum that's off came from the top of your body down to the sole of your feet. Her feet tend to carry a lot, so exfoliating in between each services will definitely help with that. After soaking her feet and rinsing them off with fresh water, I like to go in and spray it with alcohol just to minimize any risk of infection, and close our pores up just a little bit more. I also I like to tell my clients, do not shave before your pedicure. You could absolutely shave afterwards. So yeah, here I am just going in with my toe spacer to help reduce mess up and extra cleanup and so on. So I'm just cutting her toenails down just a little bit more, guys. I know they're really short, but like I said, her toenails grow really long, quick, and they get long. And they will bruise. I'm still working on a bruise that's on her big toe on her right foot, and it's taking forever to grow out. So, and that's just from her toenails being so long, and she is a sneaker girl, so she's always in her sneakers. That big toe, I can't get it down any shorter, but once I am done applying her polishes, I'll go in with my 100 grit natural nail file and perfecting the shape, and that will help me reduce the length on that big toe. So yeah, here I'm going in with my nipper as well, just to take up a little bit of that skin that I've seen that was just hiding in the crevice of her sidewall. So I'm picking it up, and then I'll go straight in with my lint-free wipe with a little bit of acetone on it to dehydrate her nail plate. I don't want any oils or anything being on her nail plate because it will help pick, or well, your polish will chip during the process. So yeah, here I'm going in with my Beetle Foundation Base Gel as my base today, and I will be using my Jello color. I don't remember the name, so I will list it in the description bar for you guys, and then I'll be going to my Beetle's top coat as well to finish her off. One of her toe, I want to say the right toe, yeah. After I got done polishing her, guys, why did the polish run in the corner of her cuticle? And that's just because that toe stays up. It stays cocked up. Yeah. They all say in Jamaica that it's cocked 10. The big toe cocked 10. So that's what it was doing to me. And the polish ran in her sidewalls. So after I got done recording, I took out a cuticle bit and I just gently filed it away, and I put some more polish on there just so it looked nice and uniform. I didn't record that portion just because it was late. She had texted me last minute for a last minute appointment, and I was like, you know what, I need to record a video anyway, so come on. I went to a birthday party and went back to the salon to record this video. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you guys have any questions, please leave them down in the comment section. And Amara, if you are watching this video, thank you so much for watching and commenting on my video and liking them. I hope you enjoy the video and if find it helpful. If you have any questions, please leave them in the description bar. And thank you guys so much for watching and being a part of my community. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please consider subscribing. Please to leave me a like. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Thanks for watching, y'all.